through Needham, who was an excellent tour guide. So we got the second stringer today. So I'll just tell you part of what I know anyway. This stuff over here in the corner is a old butcher shop. Most of it came from Yard's Meat Market, which, so are you familiar with Yard's Meat Market? No.
I'm not.
Okay. So that was where the shopping center is now, where Chili's restaurant is.
Oh, okay.
So it was right on the corner there, Route 31 and Church Street Extension there. And anyway, so they went out of business when they built the wall. We got a lot of their stuff, large rendering carvings, all that kind of stuff. And then this is a dairy industry, which Ken Cummings is over there working away. And that's some of the signs that the lady made up. So very good. So there's all kind of dairy stuff, milk cans, butter churns, cream separator around here someplace.
We pulled all this out because we're pulling this up and redoing that section.
Yeah.
That's why it kind of looks like a jumble.
Yeah,
That's what I said, when he's setting the drill on over there, that's the milk can ice box that I had never even knew what it was. It sat in the corner covered with stuff.
So the dairy industry changed a lot. You know, there used to be a farmer could make money and support himself with 12 cows. And he'd have to go out there and milk them twice a day, you know, by hand. And he kept the milk as cold as he could in an ice water or something. And then try to sell it. And later on, with different governmental regulations, you had to have 50 cows to make a living. And then that got bigger, we had to have a bulk tank and all that sort of thing. But our collection stops with the milk cans. So the farmer would milk the cows with this machine here, milker, which went on the cow teats, and then they would dump it through a strainer into a can like this, and then eventually dump it into a milk can like that one over there. And then that would go into a cooler, usually an electric cooler.
So that
Then
farmer
it's-
had to hold that while it collected? Like,
No,
I'm trying to
what's
imagine
this?
how heavy that
Oh,
is.
this is air operated, so it's a suction thing.
Got it.
And it goes on there's 4 of them, for the 4 teats of the cow.
Okay,
And usually when the cow was milked out, it would automatically fall off.
okay.
And then the farmer would have to go back and strip it to make sure the cow was, this is strapped, and of course the cow's trying to hold this thing up. And then those milk cans would be taken out to the road and put on a stand next to the road about 3 times a week. And the truck would come by and pick up the cans and take them to the creamery.
Okay.
Well, the farmer could make more money if he sold the milk himself, so they come up with this thing. This is a bottler, which is used in a farmhouse. They would pasteurize the milk and then put the milk in bottles, and then they'd sell it. We have a video around here of Jim Bowers, who worked on one of those things. He was going with this pretty gal up in North Jersey, and she couldn't go out with him because she had to do the milk. So he had to go to her house and help her bottle the milk so he could take her out on a date. So he told us that. He's passed away now. That was an interesting little story. So,
Ready to milk the cows now.
well, you got a little bit of time yet.
All right.
Now, of course, they milk cows 3 times a day because they get more milk out of them. Anyway, the dairy industry is always changing, but this is some of the things they use to control the animals. Of course, ox, was a male male cow, bovine. Barbed wire, all kinds of different types of barbed wire. And we always ask people what this is. Most people don't know what that is. It's kind of hard to see now, but I don't have any idea.
Do not.
Well, it's called a hog oiler. Put that in the pig pen, and the hogs rub on it, and oil it down inside, it gets on the hog's skin,
Uh-huh.
and it keeps them getting sunburned.
Oh,
It helps get rid of the lice. These hogs have lice in their hair.
okay.
That was the
That's
day
the
before.
way they controlled the lice on the pigs.
That was before the spray.
What kind of oil did they put in it?
Well, I always thought it was motor oil, but probably vegetable oil. Of course, some farmers probably use drain oil, who knows? It was in the days before all that spray and stuff that came out into the, I guess, the 40s after the Second World War, and everybody spray. But anyway, so that'll get cleaned up, and then we'll be able to see more of this stuff. So then this is a flax area. Flax was a plant that grew in the garden, and there's a lot of flax grown in Hunterdon County. In fact, they had flax mills. But anyway, that's the plant sitting in that basket over there. And then they had to break the stems with this thing. They call this a break. They broke the stems and get the fibers out from the inside. It's inside the stalk. And then in that basket is some of the fibers that's in there. And they combed it with these boards with the points on them. You think that's the thing they used to do? Fair was to walk on, really cleaning out the
To walk.
yeah, you know, the guy lays on the bed. So anyway, so then they would make the fibers, and then it would get spun, you know, on a spinning wheel, and then they would make things out of it. And the flax cloth they made clothing out of it. They made sailcloth for boats. That was the main industry, was that, and or anything really. And now they're trying to get hemp to go back into, because hemp plant looks just like this, and they can make the same things out of hemp as they used to do from flax. Hemp is a new buzzword because it has a hallucinatory drug in some cases, and they should just go back to flax, because that would give you the fiber and the sailcloth and everything. And of course, the seeds from the flax plant is very, very healthy. Flax oil and flax seed.
Yep.
So I'm sure I missed a lot of it, but you'll get that on the next time.